guys, hi. It's always a pleasure to have you meet me at the bar. And today I am going to do cruise cocktails. If you're not aware, I really enjoy cruising. Ralph and I go on cruises around 5 or 6 times a year. And recently we was on Royal Caribbean's Wonder of the Seas. Oh, what a beautiful ship. What a beautiful time we had. And if you don't know, well, you should. Since I enjoy creating cocktails, I try to visit every bar there was on every cruise ship. I get their drink package, and I will go to every bar. I map it out, what I want to taste based on ingredients. So we heard so much about the Mason jar. Not only is Mason jar a bar, it's also a restaurant. It's like a southern restaurant type. And here in Georgia, we would compare it to a Cracker Barrel. Okay. People was doing their live streams from the Mason jar, and they was doing blogs from the Mason jar, and they was, comparing all the food and things. My thing was, how's the cocktails? So a couple of the YouTubers were trying the PB&J old fashioned, right up our alley. Ralph loves a good old fashioned. I make them the smoke old fashioned. I make them the rum butter old fashioned, the burnt brown butter whiskey old fashioned. Anything old fashioned, he loved to try it. So I was sold on the PB&J old fashioned. So when we went on the cruise ship, my first stop was the Mason jar. We didn't have reservations to eat in the restaurant because it was so busy. It was such a hard time trying to put reservations at the Mason jar. And really, that's the only restaurant we wanted to dine at was the Mason jar, since that was new. They said, oh, it's going to be a Southern flair type meal. So, we went online and we didn't get an opportunity. But I researched more, and you could go to the bar without having a reservation. So I'm sold. I was in. So today I'm going to recreate Wonders of the Seas PB&J Old Fashioned. Now, just so happened, I'm a talker, and we sit at the bar, and I love asking questions from the bartender. We had a really good guy. His name was Malcolm, and he was more than welcome to tell me step by step how to create this fantastic cocktail. So, based on Malcolm's recommendation and his instruction, that's what we're going to create today. Okay, you ready? All right, so for the PB&J, you need strawberry jam, a good ball spoon of strawberry jam, and here you go. I was going to say, I just want to wash everything. Okay, so I'm going to take strawberry jam, put it in there, okay, and bitters. Okay, so the bitter he stated that I needed to purchase was the black walnut bitters. So you're going to put those two items together. Okay. To give it that peanut butter essence, we're going to use the strawberry. Lord, I did that. That strawberry instead of strawberry, like scrimps. Oh, that's funny. We're going to use the Screwball peanut butter whiskey. Okay, so an ounce of that. Okay. And the whiskey or the bourbon that you enjoy most is what you would use. Ralph enjoyed Buffalo Trace, and the first 2 days at the Mason jar they did have Buffalo Trace, but after that second night they ran out of Buffalo Trace because Buffalo Trace is so scarce right now. So what he did was use the Woodford. He did Woodford and he did Knob Creek, but we have Buffalo Trace, so that's what we're going to use. Ralph just purchased some Buffalo Trace, and I'm telling you how these liquor stores are now when it comes to Buffalo Trace. So Ralph had to buy 3 whiskeys, 2 additional whiskeys, total of 3 to get Buffalo Trace. It was Eagle Rare right here and 4 Roses, and I had it. Oh, here go the 4 Roses right here. I've been looking for the 4 Roses and the 4 Roses. So they said if you buy the Eagle Rare and the 4 Roses, you can get the Buffalo Trace 3 for $99. I said, Ralph, you just got took, but the prices of the items was really good, especially for the Eagle Rare. Do you guys remember Four Roses back in the day when they had Four Roses and wild turkey? How cheap it was to everybody. I mean, that's what the bad guys, we used to call them wino, sorry, but that's what we used to call them, would have in their bag was the Four Roses and wild turkey. Isn't it the same how expensive Four Roses and wild turkey is now? Time is changing. So, but back to the cocktail. So you're going to use an ounce of the Buffalo Trace. I have some open. So here we go right here. Okay. All right. So let's add some ice to this mixture. Now, with your bar spoon, instead of using the spoon itself, you're going to use the disc here. And what you're doing, you're going to stir it because you're trying to break up that jam, okay? And the liquor is going to dilute it. What I found out, makes a lot of noise. What I found out, if you stir in the liquor, the first spirit with the jam, it thins it out. And when you add the ice to it, kind of freezes up the gelatin. But we're going to do it the way Malcolm taught me, okay? Because Malcolm was a good teacher. Okay, all right. All right, we got that all mixed up. Put that down there. Now, since I'm making this for me, I'm going to put it in a martini glass. If I was making it for Raph, I would go ahead and use a rocks glass. But I'm making it for me. I want everything to be cute. And since this does have jam in it, and jam is thick, I'm going to strain it into my glass, okay? And let me also add that to do a double strand, okay? And when they first was doing the cocktails, I thought it was dark. So when I first made it, I was like, why is mine not dark? So when I actually had it at the mason jar, I saw that it wasn't a dark liquor. It was, maybe they had their filters on, because it wasn't a dark liquor at all. Okay? All right? I want to get everything out. Okay. Now, my martini glass is not a 6-ounce martini glass. It's an 8-ounce martini glass. So it's going to look like, well, you don't get enough liquor. You do. It's just that this is a bigger martini glass, okay? And I got my miniature peanut butter sandwiches that I'm going to put to the side there for decorations, okay? So let's taste this creation. Oh, yes. This is delicious. I nailed it. Thank you, Malcolm. This is good. This is good. This is really good. The mason jar, while I was there, when I tell you I had a wonderful time at the mason jar, it was totally awesome. Like I said, we didn't get a chance to dine in a restaurant, but during part days, you could go there after 10 p.m. and order the appetizer. So one night, Raph and I planned it. We planned it to a T. I got there at 8:30 while he was at the View Bar, and I sat there and had me a couple of cocktails. I had the mint julep. They had the no Manhattan or something with bacon. It was so good. We're gonna make that one also. But I sat there, and a little to my surprise, the friends that we met along the way while we was at the Mason Jar Bar, they came too. They started lining up, and they was like, okay, leave that seat for Big Ralph, because we know Big Ralph will be trucking in, because we all wanted to try their appetizer since we didn't have reservations at the restaurant. And every appetizer they had on their appetizer menu, we bought. We bought and we shared it with the crew. We had one group that bought like the chicken sandwich, and another one bought maybe something different. But Raph and I, we tried the deviled eggs, the crab beignets. Those were very good. They serve it to you in a brown paper bag with the spicy remoulade sauce. And we had the deviled eggs, which nah, I can't say I like those, and everybody kept saying the deviled eggs are so good. I didn't care for them. Maybe I got the portion where it had a lot of vinegar in it, so I wasn't with that, you know. So I didn't enjoy the deviled eggs, but everything else that was on there, appetizer menu was really good. So, but the crab beignet was the best. We had the Johnny cakes. They kept saying, you gotta try the Johnny cake. So the Johnny cakes with the pulled pork, and they had like a blueberry, some type sauce on it, and a slaw. Now that was good. And they gave you a lot of pulled pork on those Johnny cakes. They were good. If you don't know what Johnny cakes is, it's like a cornbread cake or like a cornbread Bellini. Okay, so, but it was really good. And we would order our PB&J Old Fashioned, we would order mint and julep. We had the time of our life. So if you ever get a chance to visit the Mason Jar, and even if you don't have restaurant reservations, you know, step in and go to the bar and see Malcolm. And all the bartenders were really nice. There was one lady there at the bar that they name a song after her, and they were singing that. The live band was great. They took requests. The music was awesome. And Ralph kept requesting Sweet Home Alabama. And the band leader was like, we was coming there every night. So they knew Ralph's name by heart, and they was like, Ralph's wife, if Ralph requests Sweet Home Alabama, do we have your permission to sing it? I was like, if I hear that song one more time. And of course, Ralph comes stumbling in. And what song did you think he requested? Sweet Home Alabama. I love Garth Brooks and Reba McEntire. He did sing a couple of the Garth Brooks songs, and the Reba McEntire song that Jolene. Oh, that's what, yes, her name was Charlene. So they would sing Charlene, Charlene. And so that was the other bartender, and she would get out on the floor and dance with them. But I'm telling you, if you really want to have a fantastic time and get some wonderful cocktails, you have to go to the Mason Jar. We loved it. But back to the drink. This cocktail here is awesome. The PB&J Old Fashioned. You guys would love it. These are ingredients. Black walnut bitter. Any whiskey or bourbon that you like. With this time I'm using Buffalo Trace. And the Screwball, the peanut butter whiskey. That is the key component to your PB&J Old Fashioned. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, put a comment. Let me know how I'm doing here, okay? Because this is a new journey for me, and I'm enjoying it. Have a good one, and thank you for meeting me at the bar. Bye-bye.